Hey guys, I'm back from seeing Spider-Man No Way Home for a second time. This time I saw it in 40x, the format I wanted to see it in. The first time, you know. So it was a definitely pleasant experience. I was looking back at the audience a lot there. The kids had a good time. The audience had a good time. If you want to see video reactions of the audience during quote unquote those moments of the picture, it's going to be on my Instagram and or Twitter. So definitely look forward to that one up there. And trust me, they pop big for it. They pop big. So this is the first thing I did when I got home. I wanted to give my fresh reactions. For watching this a second time, it's very important actually because I was watching a couple of Easter egg videos from Screen Question whatnots to and then I was noticing things in the movie that they talked about. But then there were things that I saw that they never mentioned at all. So this one they may or may not have touched upon was when Ned first walked into the Sanctum Sanctorum. He said to Doctor Strange that his family dabbles in the mystic arts of some way magical, something like that. So that was a nice little, shit, foreshadowing for the upcoming things with Ned. So they let you know that he has a magical background, but that could be just Ned being Ned, and it could be like a trick. He doesn't really know any better. So I think most people just threw that away, and he didn't really say anything at that point. I know I did, but watching the second time, he lets you know beforehand that he has a little bit of magic in his genetic pool. So in the beginning part of the movie, when Peter was in the diner with MJ, there were strings of Halloween stuff there because the boss didn't want them up. She didn't want to do it, so she passed it off to somebody else. But then she had to do it herself. I noticed that a second time, and no one else noticed that, was the fact that there were Halloween decorations, still up. Halloween, the pumpkins are associated with the Hobgoblin. So, and Ned is getting some mystic art stuff like that. There's also a thing teaser on later on with the Amazing Spider and Ned talking about how he betrayed his best friend and how was it amazing? No, it was the OG Spider-Man. The OG Spider-Man died in his arms, and Ned felt bad about that one. And it was like a little slow thing that he was talking to Peter about, home Peter about that, and he said that I won't betray you. And Peter's like, okay. But then the movie happened at the end, memory wiped there, so we'll see what happens in the future. One of the things about the movie that could have gone in any direction for the whole what if thing, Peter could have used Strange's ability to do a whole bunch of different things. He could have even made it so the MIT people changed their minds and made them accept him and his friends at MIT. He could have said, you know what? Can you make it so the MIT members don't see me as a villain? Because their main thing was in the letter, in light of recent controversies, they can't put him in. So can you make it so they accept them the second time? So I'll call them back, and the next time, could you make them not see me as a bad guy? And we'll deal with the students and other teachers around. Just make sure the important members at MIT see me and my friends for who they are and don't even know or think of the fact that there's controversy around that character until they get admitted or whatever. And then by that time, hopefully they'll prove themselves at that point. Speaking of what if Peter Parker wasn't in the room with Doctor Strange when he was doing this forget spell? Did he need Peter Parker in the room to conduct that spell? You would think a magician of his high caliber would just think of Peter Parker and it would come out there, and then all the Band Tesseract would go around him and do the thing. Why did Peter need to be there to mess with the spell? If this is a very intricate spell, as Doctor Strange, the super smart guy that he is, why did he need Peter Parker in that room to potentially mess up his spell? What if Doctor Strange said, no, I got this? What if Doctor Strange said, I'll put you in this box over here or whatever, and let me do my spell correctly? But we wouldn't have a movie, so yeah, there you go. And last but not least, The big one that definitely no one talked about is at this moment here. When Doctor Strange astral pushes Peter out of his body, there was a point when it goes like it goes at another angle shot there, and he's coming at the camera. If you look closely, the spider sense that we all know and love from the comics and in Spider Verse, the squiggly little lines that's supposed to be around his head that were never there in the live action ones, it's here. It's there in that shot if you look close enough. It's basically translucent, which means barely there. It's squiggly lines. It looks like fake water or whatever coming out of his head, but it's definitely the pointy squiggly lines coming out of his head. It's there. Look close enough. It's there for a couple of seconds there, but it's barely visible, and I bet no one would notice it the first time. So yeah, there you go. So the squiggly lines are there only for that scene. I was looking for the other moments. It's only there for this scene when he pushes him out of his body. That means that Peter's in danger at that very moment. Still no word. I saw it the second time, like I said. I still don't know why this Spider-Man here was able to control the box like that out of the body. That's really weird. No explanation on that one. All right, that's it for now. Clack off.